Steve, we said 12, it's just gone 1.
Sorry, mate. No worries, I'm here now. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Hello, my darling. How the devil are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Fine, thanks.
I'm okay, thanks. How are you doing?
Well.
Well.
Well, you see, that's why I'm late.
Oh?
Well, yeah, I was at home and I was like already late, so I thought, oh no, I'm already late. And then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna be late for everything. But it was a good reason. It was because I couldn't find the end of the sellotape.
Mate, you are never gonna believe it. I couldn't call. Yeah, because my phone, it's not working. Because I've only gone and lost the charger.
No, I didn't need the sellotape. I needed the end of the sellotape for like when I need it next time. If I need it urgently, I need to know where the end is. Otherwise, I'm just running my finger over it, going like, oh, where's the end of the sellotape? And then maybe there isn't an end, and you're like, where's the end? Maybe it's a production issue. Maybe I've got a never-ending roll of sellotape. And then I was just there, I was just waiting, and you're just waiting.
Well, you wouldn't believe it. I had to fly to Manchester for an award for best salesperson, but that happens all the time, so that was no big deal. But the Hilton was full, so it was in the Novotel, which is basically like a travel tavern. And then I went to get a new dress in the shop, but they didn't have anything I liked. And I was like, why haven't you got anything that I like? And the woman was like, well, what do you like? And I was like, I don't know. I'll know when I see it. So she was useless.
Oh, and also, I can't pay for drinks because we all use our phone to pay for things now. You know, who has cash anymore?
Not you, Steve, you've never had cash.
I got there early so that I could get like seat number 1, and I got like seat number 1. But then when they were boarding, they started with like seat number 56. And so I was actually in the second group of people that boarded the plane, not the first group of people. And I was like, excuse me, how is that fair actually? I got to the airport early, but like no one cared because they were BA, which is like 1 up from Ryanair.
Can we get some food over here, please, bruv? Mate, I'm starving. Oh, I was gonna have beans on toast for breakfast this morning, but the beans didn't have a ring pull on it, so I was walking around looking for a tin opener and I couldn't find it. Anyway, I ended up eating a packet of pre-grated cheddar cheese.
And I got stuck in a Tesco.
Was there a big queue?
I mean, no, I got stuck at the self-checkout, but it said like unexpected item in the bagging area. The light thing above it, it didn't go off. The thing to let people know I'm stuck there, it didn't go off, so I was just standing there waiting. 45 minutes, it was a stalemate. I didn't know what to do. It said wait for assistance, but nobody came. And I was just there and I just waited and waited.
Yeah. You know, it's not my fault, you know, it's the price of gin has gone up because all these hipsters are drinking it. You know, it's just too expensive gin. If I had my way, you know, if I could change one thing in this world, I would make expensive gin slightly cheaper.
Anything in this world, and that's what you would change.
2 gins over here. Yeah, we'll keep it as 2. I'll have them both.
Hold on, you don't have problems.
All of these things are at most a mild inconvenience. 20 minutes here, 40 minutes there. Pretty much everything that you've complained about is within your control.
Do you know what? You asked me how I'm doing. I'll tell you.
I'm not fine.
I'm not fine.
I'm not fine.
Sorry, what are you talking about, mate?
You came in earlier and you asked me whether I'm fine, and I said I am, but I'm not.
I spent an hour waiting for you. Maybe you don't realise, but I've spent half my adult life waiting.
If you realised the pain that waiting caused me, you wouldn't complain about 20 minutes for a flight. I waited 6 years for a diagnosis.
15 years I've been in pain, Steve.
14 years with no clue what's causing it.
Agonising pain in my back and my legs.
My knees, my neck, my back.
I was exhausted and it was relentless.
I had stomach issues, I had sciatica, I've had pretty much everything that you could possibly think of. Imagine a 13-year-old boy having to deal with this.
They said it's just backache or it's just growing pains, and I was so young, you just believe them. They did blood tests and MRIs and X-rays.
I've seen physiotherapists, dermatologists, gastros, everyone trying to figure out what's happening.
There were evenings I wouldn't be able to move or sleep.
I remember I had to sleep on the ground floor of my house.
But now I'm in my 20s, and when I go on walks with my family, I lose walking races with 60-year-olds.
I was a 13-year-old that suddenly lost connections with childhood friends.
And when I had my kids, I couldn't do all the things I wanted to do with them. I just kept telling myself I'm a bad mother.
People think I'm failing as a mother.
You are failing as a mother. Where are your children?
I want to say at their aunt's house.
It's been really hard to kind of deal with that journey, but now I've been diagnosed.
I finally knew and we could start doing something about it.
Did you Google it? Last time I Googled, I had 12 conditions and only 3 of them were fatal.
No, Rufus. I kept asking to see specialists.
So what is it?
Axial SpA?
Axial rose spondyloarthritis.
Axial spondyloarthritis, or axial SpA for short, is an inflammatory condition of the spine and joints. It works silently, leaving people in increasing pain and exhaustion. It's surprisingly common. More people live with axial SpA than MS and Parkinson's combined. Could your persistent lower back pain be axial SpA? If your symptoms started slowly before the age of 40, if your back pain improves with movement, if you're waking in pain during the night, you could have axial SpA. Visit www.actonaxialspa.com to check your symptoms. See your GP to get a diagnosis.